Number two is to embrace what's possible. And I really want to expand on what I was talking about earlier, of just not letting people get in your head about what it is that you're doing and really embracing what is possible. And I really like this saying that says, if you think it can't be done, don't get in the way of people doing it. And one story I would like to share here, and I don't talk about this very often, and I need to talk about it more because I think that there's probably a lot of people out there that have had a similar idea, some great thing that they think is really going to change the world and they let somebody stop them from doing it. But when I was 20 years old, 2019, 2021, that time frame, this is like mid 90s, I would say. And I had this idea to build a website that you could go to. And if you wanted to buy a plane ticket, you could just buy the plane ticket on the website. And at that time, it was those of you that might be a little bit older probably remember this, but that if you wanted to go on vacation, there was always a travel agent at the grocery store. There's always a little office at the grocery store or at whatever department store that you're at or at the mall. There's always these travel agencies all over the place just hoping to get foot traffic, right? And you had to go to them to buy plane tickets. You could in theory go up to the counter and buy tickets, but my idea was to build a website. And so I built a website and it was called Great Expeditions. And I built this website with the idea that people would come to it. And if they wanted to purchase a plane ticket, they could. And I actually was able to get a meeting with an airline. And it wasn't the right people at the airline. I didn't know this at the time. I was young, I was 20. And I was talking about this idea of, hey, I built this thing. And if we could connect it computer system, it would be really great because then people could go to the website and then your computer system's connected to it on the back end of it and they can purchase plane tickets. And I was told I was going to put travel agents out of business. I was going to put people in the airline industry that were selling these tickets. I was going to put them out of business. I was going to take away jobs. It was just this horrible idea that, like, how dare you even think about trying to do something like this? Now, if you go look back, I actually did this last week. I went back and looked at the history of Expedia, and they were actually forming right around the same time. It was like 96 timeframe. And they obviously had a lot more money, a lot more knowledge and wisdom behind them. The point here that I want to make here is that if you've got an idea and you think it's something, don't let one person dissuade you from pursuing it. If you think it can't be done, don't get in the way of people doing it and really keep that mindset of whatever it is that you're doing, whether you are starting a business flying drones or you have an idea for some hardware, you have an idea for some software, something that probably doesn't exist yet, something that's very much needed. Don't let people dissuade you from pursuing that particular idea.